Hey everybody, Tori Hartman here, and this week what I decided to do was, obviously I'm sitting in my local Starbucks, and I decided to go ahead and answer the questions some of you had posted on Facebook. And what I had done last week was I said, hey, post some questions for me and I'll answer them. So here I am, and this is your weekly video questions from Facebook. So a couple things that I thought were very interesting, particularly about learning to read the cards, but I'm going to go in order. Patty Parsons, Ladu, said she wants to know about clearing the heart chakra. And I want to talk about that for a minute and just say that for me, you know, I know a lot of people believe that the chakras can be blocked. I believe they can be busy. So sometimes if a chakra is busy, it'll occur as being blocked. And so we have to go in there and say, what is that? So if you want to clear something, I would say, ask yourself energetically, why is my heart chakra in this energy right now? And you have to go in there. You know, I think one of the things that we want to stay away from is the idea of getting rid of something. There's nothing wrong. You created everything in your body for a reason, right? So if there's nothing wrong, then what is it you're looking to clear? You know, one of the things I want to say is, rather than looking to clear it, what are you looking to create from that clearing? See, we want to look at what the end in mind is. Great question, and it actually is a shorter version than what I want to give you, but that's kind of the snippet of it. A couple other questions that I thought were great. How do you get away with, you know, how do you interpret seemingly, and I love this, Nadru Innerworks said, how do you interpret the seemingly negative or shadowy cards like dissipating, trickery, impasse? I say, what opposes, exposes. So in fact, trickery could be, how am I fooling myself in a situation? An impasse could also means, and this is wonderful because you're not actually stopped, it's just not this way, meaning it may not be for your highest good. So when you look at a card that could possibly be in your own buzzword, negative, say to yourself, what is it really trying to tell me that it's trying to expose so I can see it? A couple other things I want to go through this a little more quickly. This was a good one, and I want to tell you, Joe Draper said, dealing with a root chakra imbalance to deal with motion sickness. I want to tell you something. You know, when you're dealing with that kind of stuff, I really suggest a holistic practitioner, because that can then begin to answer some of that for you. If you're looking for a spiritual solution, ask the cards, pull a card, and then look at the meditation and go deeply within and ask how it connects to your own root, how you're connecting to that energy. That can be another solution for you. This was the one, okay, I think it's Insac, forgive me for ruining your name if I did, Zamudio. How can we activate the root chakra to make money? Well, I'm so glad you asked, because what I realized is that's what I do. I activate the chakra all the time whenever I need to create money. And I was mentioning this to a friend of mine, and she said, well, why don't you do a meditation for it? And so I'm actually going to do a free summit. It's a mini summit that's coming up, so look for that. I'll be posting it on Facebook. And I'm going to do a mini 7-day summit on the 7 chakra and how to activate them for money. So thank you for asking that, because that inspired me to create that for you. Now, the two others, Michelle Bernstein says, how can I connect more with the deck? And the Source Holistic Healing says she's learning her cards. She's listened to the YouTube videos, and what she wants to do, she loves learning more about the chakra. They're a passion of hers, and she's saying she's grateful, so thank you. But I want to go back to Michelle's question about connecting and learning more with the deck. Now, I know this seems like a lot of herky-jerky questions, but they're actually all related. You know, one of the things you want to do with any new deck is get on the frequency of that deck. Think about that for a minute. When you first looked at that deck, something called you to be attracted to it. So you're actually on the frequency with it. This is going to sound very strange, but I highly suggest you take your deck, wrap it in something, and whenever I get a new deck, I sleep with it for a few days. That's the first thing I do. I make sure it's under my pillow so I can energize to the frequency of it. Also, you can just randomly pull a card and do the meditation with the card. The other thing I want to say too is there are a lot of downloads that I've created. They're actually on my site, torihartman.com, and you can go there and look. If you also register for the free shuffler, you'll get free emails every few days about the Chakra Wisdom cards, and you'll learn more about the cards themselves. That said, look here on the Facebook page. There'll be a lot of exciting things coming up, and I look forward to connecting with you all next week. Have a great and blessed day.